Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic Sith Inquisitor Edition. Now, when we left off, we had just received the mission to use the signaling device, and we are going to be doing that in just a second, and we will see what it says.
It's you! It's really you! I can hardly believe my optical circuits.
Jakaro and D4. I was hoping I hadn't seen the last of you.
Welcome to Rishi, my lord. Not exactly the paradise we'd hoped it would be. All bluster aside, this planet's inhabitants are not to be trifled with. The Nova Blades in particular are a powerful and organized group. That is why we intend to depower and disorganize them by firing from Jakaro's ship on the targets of your choosing.
They see me causing trouble, and word gets out that the Howling Tempest gang is coming for the Nova Blades.
Precisely! It's nice to not have to explain everything for a change. I'd wish you good luck if I thought you'd need it. We'll keep in touch!
And there we have it. Now we must head to the weapons stockpiles, because of course we have to tag them for, well, D4 and Jakaro to do their thing, and we are going to be, it appears as though heading through a very winding and very mountainous path here. So, let's just see how we go. Oh wow. We actually have some very nice water effects going on here, as well as a couple of jungle cubs that are no doubt very hungry for Sith flesh, so let us run and try not to fall off our mount. That would be pretty bad, I gotta say, but thankfully enough it appears as though we are quite close by to where we need to be. So let's just make sure that I go, there we are, that I jump correctly, and there appears to be a quick travel station just over here, which is going to be very, very nice indeed for traveling back and forth, and that's a Nova Blade trade depot. Okay, well, I don't think we're going to be too happy to see this, but we're going to try and see what we can do here. What is actually going on here? Here we go.
Master.
Okay, let us mark it.
Circuits crossed for collateral damage.
Okay, there we go. I was expecting a little bit of a bigger boom there, but what can you do? Yes, what can you do? We are going for targeted precision strikes here after all, are we not? We're not wanting to level the entire camp, considering we are within it at the moment. But nevertheless, we are going to tag the last one and see where we need to go next. I'm hopeful it's not an A to B to A situation, but we'll see. Aha. Okay, so it appears as though we need to find a Lieutenant Donovar. And how much experience does this give us? 18,000 in comparison with 88,000? I don't think we will be doing the bonus mission, but I'm going to be running around anyway and just killing these guys at least. And then taking them out relatively quickly. Thank you very much. We have a, well, tougher unit to deal with right here. And I'm going to be stealthing for this. I know, I never stealth. Oh, what is going on here? But I'm actually going to be using Mind Trap. And seeing if we can actually kill this guy without actually having any... Oh, okay, so it appears Zalek does have some sort of AoE ability. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but nevertheless, we seem okay. And I do think, yes, we will be able to eliminate those guys relatively quickly indeed. So, let us head into the personal phase. And we will no doubt be attacking Lieutenant Donovar.
It's like a war zone, Commodore. We're gonna lose everything if we don't airlift what's left to the slave camp.
We're not backing down just because some upstart crew thinks they got what it takes to break us. Buckle down, be a Nova Blade, and kill whoever's messing with us.
But Commodore Marcock...
You heard him. Kill whoever's messing with you. Or try, at least.
I took down a dozen contenders to get this post. I ain't even a little bit scared of you.
Not even a little bit? Oh, that's disappointing, but nevertheless we are going to be dealing some considerable damage to this particular fellow. And all of our dotting abilities are active, and we are hopefully going to be... Oh, I was hoping to interrupt that, but it appears as though not at the moment. Maybe we should just stay in combat here, stay in melee range, because he seems to fall relatively easily. And now we will tag the generators.
I was hoping you'd pick that one.
And there we have it. Okay, so now we must use the Holo Terminal. Okay, the Holo Terminal. Well, it must be a very important one to get a "the" before it, but no doubt we are going to be interacting with it very soon. Now let's see. Should I actually do that quest? I really don't want to do that quest. I feel like it's not worth my time, but nevertheless, I feel as though we are killing these guys anyway, so I'm thinking maybe we should do it, but even so, it is relatively pointless as we are just going to be... Wait, should I do this? Is that guy still there? No. Is he? Oh, that guy is actually still there, so I'm actually gonna put up a pirate flag. I'm gonna do it, why not? We may as well. We have the opportunity to do so, and it's actually not too bad. It doesn't really draw too much of our time away from the actual main story here, so let us deal with this fellow. There we have it. Oh, very nice. I do like the damage that this spec yields. Very nice indeed, and there we have it. So now another pirate flag, and then we just have to find one more gunner, which I assume is going to be right next to this. It's unlikely, isn't it? Yes, quite unlikely. Zalek is about to die, so hopefully I'll be able to take a little bit of damage for him right here. Maybe. Wow, he actually took that guy out before he fell. That is very, very good. And now we can just rejuvenate ourselves. Unfortunately, we still need one flag planted, and it appears as though the only one available is going to be that captain over there, which is something I really do not want to interact with, that's for sure. But it appears as though there is a Holo Terminal over there. Is that a Holo? No, that's a weapons stockpile. That's a little bit weird. No, it appears as though I cannot interact with that over there, so where is the Holo Terminal? Well, I suppose it could be over here as well. I don't think so somehow. Wait, where is this? Okay. We need to maybe move around here a little bit. I have a feeling it's maybe going to be back there, maybe? Yes, there is the Holo Terminal. Okay, so, yes, what we're currently looking at right there on the minimap is the area that the bonus mission is giving us. So, yes, my bad. We're going to be hopefully finding the fellow that we need to do it. Goodness me. There is a gunner. Thank you very much for showing yourself, finally. And we are now just going to be rejuvenating... Wow, Zalek's almost 32,000 HP. How much do we have? 29,000? Wow, he's actually better than us. Okay, well... Does he have more damage than us, though? He does! Do you see that? He has, well, he has less bonus damage, but more base damage. Only by a slight margin, however, so maybe it's not too much to write home about, but I felt that was quite impressive, suffice it to say. And there we go. Try and interrupt that plasma cell if I can, and there we have it. Very nice indeed. And we can now plant a flag. And there we have it. A quick 18,000? Was that quick? I actually don't know. I think it may have been easier just to run on and interact with the Holo Terminal a little bit quicker, but nevertheless, I think it's okay. It's not too bad. So, where is the Holo Terminal? Is that it? No, that's a transport crate. Where is the... there it is. I keep thinking it's a huge database type thing.
The job's done.
Excellent news, but it's only our first step.
Did you have something in mind?
I intercepted some chatter about a slave camp. Well, more like a slave island.
I heard one of their lieutenants mention it.
Basically, anyone in Raiders Cove who doesn't give the Nova Blades a slice of their action or whatever gets locked away. Some get put into hazardous labor, like mining, but most are sold as slaves to visitors from off-world. It's a lucrative business for the Blades.
So just like their supply cache. If I destroy the assets, they're left with nothing.
Whoa, if you're suggesting what I think you are...
As you said yourself, these slaves are assets. They're also enemies of the Nova Blades, which makes them all the more valuable to us alive.
You'll have to slip in with one of the Nova Blades' cargo shipments. I'm sure the island's heavily guarded, so try not to get killed.
I believe Theron means to say he's concerned for your safety, as am I. May the Force serve you well.
Aha, and now it appears as though we are sneaking as a Dark Council member into a transport crate. Not entirely sure I'm happy with this, but nevertheless, we are actually going to be taking these Force Lord's gloves and giving them to Zalek, I do believe, because I currently have some better gloves. I do, yes I do, somewhat, at least. And so we will give those to him. Thank you very much. Are they actually better? No, the boots are not better and the legs are not better. Yes, we checked that last episode. Thank you very much. So, let us head in to the transport crate and head on over to Slaver Camp. And there it is, we have arrived. So, now what do we have to do? Ah, okay. So it appears as though we will be releasing some slaves and taking them on as our own. No, of course we're not going to be doing that, but we are going to be releasing them. And I actually wonder how difficult this is going to be, considering we are able to avoid most of these units by the looks of things. Ah, it appears there's also someone else here that is releasing slaves. There's a weakened slave. Don't really need to worry about her too much. And I'm actually going to be using Force Cloak here, just to avoid any potential complications. And it appears as though there are many people here currently releasing them. That is unfortunate, isn't it? That is very, very bad for me. Ah, well, nevertheless, we are going to be taking on these guys just to clear out the area. Oh, there is actually a bonus mission to help out those weakened slaves. Well, not entirely sure whether I should even do that. Let's just see here. 18,000 again. I really do not think it is worth it. In comparison to finding and releasing 3 slaves, I mean, that's not incredibly hard, is it? Is it? I'm not entirely sure. But we're going to just try to find a couple more sources for the slaves, because it appears as though... Ah, there we go.
You're getting off this island.
And we can then move on to one of the next. Ah, this is much easier. There we are. As we can see, look at that. That was very, very quick indeed. And we were able to do it without any interference from other players. That is very, very good. So, ready the shipping container. Let us do that. I am actually going to be abandoning this because it appears to have a somewhat complicating nature to it, where I'll think that I need to do something with the main mission, and it causes a great deal of difficulty. But yes, we are going to be moving over here and wait a minute. Yes, moving over here and actually completing the objective as quickly as we can. Goodness me, I actually thought I was going the wrong direction once again. Ah, here we go.
Jakaro, I have a pickup for you.
C2D4 here. We have your coordinates and are on our way.
Been mining exonium for the blades every day for 2 years. All to pay off a lousy $3 grand I owed. And I ain't the only one.
You're free to do what you want now.
Yeah, and we had a talk about that. Even in this place, we hear stuff. About your gang, the way you've been making life ugly for the Blades. We want to be a part of that.
You want to work for me?
Hey, we're good at a whole lot of stuff. Tell you what, get in touch with a pal of mine in Raiders Cove, Holo Ricks. Check in with Ricks from time to time, tell him what you want us to do, and we'll do it. Simple as that. You get nice and close to Margok. You give him one for me, alright?
And there we have it. Now we must return to Lana Beniko by using a speeder back to the Raiders Cove. At least it's a little bit more dignified than a transport crate. How dare they stuff us into one of those? Well, nevertheless, we are, it appears, using quick travel, and we are going to be heading back to Raiders Cove, I feel, because obviously Lana is stationed in the Market Alley, I do believe. So we are going to be walking over there as quickly as possible. Obviously, we are going to be mounting up as well. There we have it. And now, where do we have to go? Yes, there we go. Let's go up this way. Now, I do have a couple of Exonium ore trophies here for us to use, and that is going to give us people of Rishi reputation. So I'm going to use a couple of these just as I'm walking along here.
Astonishing.
And it appears as though we've reached friend rank already. That is very nice indeed. And we're now going to be going in to speak to Lana after one more use. There we have it. And we'll see what she has to say.
I'd say the Nova Blades are properly distracted, wouldn't you?
That would be an understatement. Theron's been monitoring communications. You've caused quite a stir.
Want some gratification? Here, check this out. Just recorded.
They're blasting up my supplies, my foot soldiers, taking my workers. What are you people prepared to do about it?
This appears to be your problem, not ours.
How would you like it if I made it your personal problem? Give me Revan. I want to talk to Revan.
No, I don't think so.
You don't put Revan on. The Nova Blades stop rerouting galactic traffic. That ain't negotiable.
Revan.
Commodore Margok, are you threatening to alter the terms of our deal? I paid you to do a job and you've done it well. But that's over now. I no longer have any use for your Nova Blades.
Hey, I know Torch and her Mandalorian clan up and left us. But the Blades still got a lot to offer.
Not if you don't have your own house in order. Put an end to the upstart causing you trouble and I'll consider resuming our alliance.
You really did it. You got them running scared.
Margok mentioned Mandalorians. Do you know anything about that?
I heard the name Torch before, but not much else. I'm looking into it.
The Nova Blades still have an impressive roster of hardened criminals at their disposal, and the aggressor is still heavily fortified.
The aggressor's their headquarters. You've seen it. A crashed ship Margok turned into a fortress. Can't get in without the proper security codes.
That won't be a problem for me.
We'll get Jakaro to lend a hand all the same.
If nothing else, the activity will keep him from picking apart D4 any further.
And there we have it. Okay, so what we need to do now is obviously make the choice between two different bracer sets, and I think I'll be taking this. Thank you very much. And wow, that's actually pretty nice experience too. And we are now going to be heading on to destroy the comm towers and recover decoder modules as a result of that. But let's just take a look actually where that is. Aha, so it appears I would need to quick travel to the Nova Blades Trade Depot. It's really nice that we actually have a quick travel point there. I thought they were going to leave us a little bit in the lurch and cause us to have to ride out there every single time, but it appears as though we have a little bit of a convenience option here. So as we can see, that is where we need to head to, and we will be doing that, but in the next episode. So I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.